So I went and found that cat eye mask with the animated eyes.
Yes, I remember that.
So I'm gonna make it have not cat eyes, maybe some other kind of eye.
Yeah.
And then I just have to figure out how to attach it on my head securely, and then like put hair over it.
Welcome to the Northern Knits podcast. We're two friends in fibre who knit, craft, crochet, and tuck everything in between. My name is Jocelyn, and my co-host is
Diana.
I had to do the really long-winded one because I forgot it is episode 289, and I wasn't even told that long ago, guys. This is great. It's a Sunday. It's an afternoon. We're recording. My parents left Mooseman about an hour and a half ago, so I'm about to be invaded by the adults shortly.
Oh dear.
I'm aware I'm almost 40. My parents are still older than me, therefore they are still more adults than I am. In theory. So Diana's going to let everybody know what we're going to cover this week, and I'm going to drink a little bit of tea, and then I'm going to go back to my 2x2 ribbing while recording. This won't go poorly at all.
No, it'll be fine, I'm sure. We've got What's in Our Cup, Cool Threads, Woolly Workings, and Wool Gathering.
It's true, we do. In my holiday mug, because we're thematically on theme for the holiday this season, it's a Nightmare Before Christmas mug, guys. I use it all the time, but right now, 'tis the season for Nightmare Before Christmas, which though theoretically, I could argue the Nightmare Before Christmas mug is seasonal all the way through the end of December.
I would agree with that argument. It's good from like September through the end of December at least.
I think so. Oh yeah, easily. So I have some stash decaf pumpkin spice or pumpkin chai tea, guys. It's a pumpkin orange tea bag, like in the little bags that the tea comes in, and then they have like a lighter yellow colored print. The only way
there's no seeing that.
There's no seeing that. Like I'm sure sighted people have problems with it. I've got. So we ordered Vietnamese last night because that's how well I was seeing. Answer that question is not. I was not seeing well. I was dictating my kill team moves while lying on the couch with my eyes closed because that is how blurred out the mat was. I couldn't tell the difference between the shiny spider web that was on the table and the models and the terrain pieces. It was all just one color.
Ooh.
Yeah,
that's
so
rough.
I closed my eyeballs and Mr. B kindly moved my guys around for me. I was like, this is what this dude needs to do, and he needs to do it the most optimal way possible. And then he went, okay, you either want to do this or you want to do this. And I went, no, I want to do that. And he would move, and then I would roll dice, not looking at all, like full on eyeballs closed for like an hour and a half to gain back some vision. So we definitely weren't letting me use a knife yesterday to make dinner. So
no,
we ordered
no,
Vietnamese.
That's not a good knifing day.
It's not good knifing day, which weirdly he's never had Vietnamese before, so so that was some, and he likes trying new stuff, so worked for me. I happen to like Vietnamese.
That worked out.
It sure did. What's in your cup?
In my cup, I'm doing another pumpkin spice hot toddy.
Lovely.
Some standard black tea with a shot of pumpkin spice whiskey. I went a little bit. I didn't measure this time. I measured last week. I didn't measure this time, and I think I went a little bit heavy, to be honest.
So what you're going to say is you're going to feel good.
I'm already feeling pretty good, and I've only had a third of it.
Oh, jeez.
So we should be great by the end of it.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. It's a good thing you're not driving anywhere today.
Nope. This is it. This is the most exciting thing I'm doing today.
I mean, I feel like I'm pretty exciting.
You are pretty exciting.
I feel like I'm excited.
It's the most social interaction I've had all day.
Well, probably shouldn't say that around your husband. Technically, he does count as social interactions. He is another human.
Yes, but we've both mostly been on our computers and not interacting. we live together. We don't necessarily interact all that much.
Oh, that's one. Okay, that's one way to do things. All right. Goodness. All right, so, well, what are you wearing? I am wearing my, habanero cardigan. Today.
I've got the Comfort Fade cardi on, although I have slight regrets. It's surprisingly toasty in here, even though the window's open. I'm actually going to open it a little bit more.
Okay.
Because It's warm in here.
That's okay.
Oops. Nope, don't knock the plant off the windowsill. Don't do that. Okay. Hopefully there are no loud sounds from the outside world. If that happens, I'll close the window.
Yeah, it very rarely gets picked up on your microphone, so we should be okay. All right. Which case, that puts us right into what we're working on.
Does indeed. You have 3 things, so as per tradition, you get to start first.
Wonderful. Should I start with the thing I have the most progress on, or the thing that I haphazardly had to start this morning because it occurred to me I promised to have that done before the renovations were finished?
Oh, let's start with haphazard.
Cool.
That was a good time.
So it occurred to me, I was talking to my sibling this morning, that the reason my parents are coming down is because my dad took a week off. He retired, so then he got another job. This is the same cycle his father did till his father was in his 80s. My grandfather is still around. I have one grandpa left. He just turned 85 this month. And he's now finally retired. Like, he just in the last 2 years stopped working.
Like, for real this time?
For real this time. It seems to be sticking. My dad's in his early 60s, so we got about another 20 years of retired.
Retired. Heavy air quotes.
Heavy air quotes. He's retired from his 60-hour a work week job. He's no longer a project manager at an engineering firm. He is now a handyman, part-time handyman, which he's thoroughly enjoying, for one of the churches out in Saskatchewan. So he's very happy doing that because he gets out of the house, he does stuff, but he's not that big of a work commitment because it's not a high up title. He gets to go in, do his work, and go home, which is when I went back to retail, went to school, walked away from retail management. Wow, it felt nice because I went to work, I did my job, and I went home.
It feels good.
Because I was not management. That was it. There was no extra. It was kind of nice when I did my university degree. But my sister and my brother-in-law have been buying things so that when my dad is down, they can do the renos that they want to do in the house. So not all of them, but a chunk of them. They want to put a new insulation in the kids' room. They want to upgrade it so that it's, more usable, more functional, and put the dishwasher in. The house is old enough, there's slat and plaster walls on a bunch of the interior walls. Like, the stairs to the basement are so steep and so narrow and so dark. I'm not allowed to physically go to the basement. I'm actually not allowed to go up and down the stairs.
That seems like a bad plan.
I've had to do it once or twice, and like my niece stands at the bottom and my sister stands behind me, and they both make inarticulate sounds of when they watch me go down the stairs. Like, some stairs are not good for me. Those are not good Jocelyn stairs.
No, those sound like those are scary stairs for anybody.
They're sketchy stairs. So like, there are things on the list that they want to do. There's a laundry list. Like, they want to replace the porch. They want to fix, like, they bought an older house that needs renos. They're not frightened of it. Yeah. It's fine. This is just the first big, let's do this chunk now, and then they can save up and start buying stuff for the next stuff, right? Yeah. So they went to go, the story does have a purpose. They went to go buy carpet for the kids' bedroom. Hated the prices of carpets. Now, I come from a family that my mom hates carpets. Every house we've ever moved into, the carpets get ripped, linoleum and hardwood gets put down. Mom hates carpets.
Vacuuming sucks.
It does. She will put carpet runners on stairs because traction is important.
Mm-hmm.
I hate carpets even more than my mom hates carpets because a lot of my allergens get trapped in carpets. The carpets are really not good. So, cool. My apartment is all hardwood. My sister's house is pretty much all hardwood and linoleums, except for the bedrooms, which are carpet. So they were going to replace the kids' old carpet with new carpet. Hated the price tags of carpet, so they went with the pretend hardwood instead. It'll look good. It'll be nice on the floors. But now my niece needs a foot thingy. To quote my sibling, she needs a thingy so when she gets out of bed, her feet aren't cold. I'm like a floor mat. She's like, yeah, one of those. I'm like, okay. She's like, but I like a huge floor rug. She's like, she just need like an area rug. I'm like, I am not crocheting her an area rug to go under her bed and stick out. I'm just going to crochet her a thing from beside her bed. And so when she gets up in the morning, her feet don't hit cold floor first thing. There's a little transition period between bed and cold floor.
Yep.
And
That
if you're
sounds good.
smart, you put your socks on it. So you put your socks on in the morning, and then your feet never touch cold floor. Just a theory. So this morning it occurred to me that if they're doing the renovations, I kind of need to get that done. Because the kid's about to
Mm-hmm.
lose her carpet in that room. So hey, look, holding two strands of just acrylic together. There are 3 dogs, 2 birds, and a teenager in that house. The floor rug
So
is acrylic.
yeah.
My
Yeah.
sister has one of the
Mm-hmm.
grippy mats to go underneath already, and I have the size dimensions. Obviously, it's a little rounded because I haven't blocked it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally just doing a granny square till I get the right dimensions width-wise, and then we're gonna run it down the length of the bed. So, on an 8mm hook, this is really not taking me. This is literally, I was like, oh, Diana wants to record. That's why I said I needed 30 minutes.
Ah.
Because I just sat down with the yarn. I was just starting. I was like, oh no, I need to make tea and actually have more than a magic circle going on here. So that's what I am working on. You guys may or may not see it next week. Like if I get it done, I might just send it. So I might just talk about it next week. Oh gosh, I got yarn stuck on my microphone and I've already punched the microphone today. This is going great.
Fantastic.
Sweet. Do I know what it is? I don't know. It's no name acrylic balls. I just have. I know they're acrylic from the feel of them. So one black, one really dark blue. I can't see to work in it at all, but I am going to get it done this week. My parents go home on Sunday, so this probably won't be seen again. I will try to get a picture posted. All right. On the bright side, your turn.
My turn. As we record, I'm still working on the bottom band of the 4-hour cardigan. I'm almost done.
Okay.
I believe I need 139 rows, and I have 120 something.
Oh, yeah, you are almost done.
Yeah. So that's Briggs and Little Heritage and Brown Heather, which is a very pretty yarn. I will hold it up to the camera so everybody can admire the heathered nature of the yarn, if it would focus. There we go. It's very pretty. Yeah, I have not made great progress. But it's, in case anybody was wanting to know what the cardigan's going to look like, this is a pocket that is upside down. This is one of the pockets that's going to have the all over deep waffle texture. I'm so excited for this. It's so deep. It's such a 3-dimensional texture. I'm so excited. Yeah, so probably while we're recording, I will be starting to actually go up the back and not just across the bottom. That's where that's at.
That's where that's
and
at?
then that's the fun ergonomic hook from Two Piece Hooking, the boba.
So cute.
Yeah.
There really are relaxing hooks to work with. I'm really excited. I'm
That's
very happy
big
with that
piece of vegetable
purchase.
matter. We don't need that in this yarn.
Probably not. I suppose it means I should talk about my 4 cardigan.
I mean, that would be a good segue.
It is an excellent segue. I have done the math, people, because I did not get gauge, but I like the fabric. If I got a denser fabric, it would be too stiff. You wouldn't have the wobbly wibbly. Those are good words, wobbly wibbly, that you want in your cardigan.
The wobbly wibbly?
The wobbly wibbly. Some people might call it drape. Plebeian term, drape. We'll go wobbly wibbly. That's the scientific terminology. So I have one front panel ribbing has begun. Now I don't want oversized. Because I'm not a oversized fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I went, cool, how many stitches do I have per inch? How many stitches is that across 47 inches? Divide that by half, because that gives me the back dimensions, right? That tells me what size I'm making. That's all I did. Easy peasy math. Made even easier because I used a calculator.
Perfect.
So then I went, cool,
stitch.
whatever back, that's the size I'm making. So I needed 39. I have 39 bumps on my front row. Because the front panels are a little bit shorter than the back panel because you have that gap in the middle where your neck sits.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I just need to start going up. I am using some gray heather from Briggs & Little, which has got a very blue heather look to it. Very, very lovely. So again, it's the same for cardigan from Hey Crochet with Carrie. Crochet with Carrie.
I signed up for her newsletter, and I have been informed that she has a new very textural pocket wrap scarf thing.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Here's my
I kinda
pocket,
want it.
so you can see that my color.
Color comparison.
Color comparison. Wow, yours is definitely brown. Mine is definitely blue-gray.
Yep.
So good. So I did get some work on it, not as much as I wanted to, because I literally, well, we were watching Hocus Pocus yesterday, went, I haven't worked on anything other than the last project all week. Look, let's do some ribbing and crochet. That doesn't take terribly long. Guys, that's the kind of week I'm having. Oh, on the bright side, I get to pass the buck back to you.
All right. This is where I'm going to talk about the Stephen West MCAL. So if you would not like spoilers for the Stephen West MCAL, skip ahead a couple minutes, because I'm going to show things.
Are you even showing an active clue, or are you showing a clue that isn't even active anymore?
I mean, it's still clue 1, so, and spoilers with a grain of salt. Also, like, clue, when this goes out, clue 3 comes out tomorrow.
Like
so
the day after.
I'm only showing clue 1. So. Anyway, this is the yarn. It's sparkly. It's from Fireweed Fiber Co. This one, because I'm mirrored. The lighter one is Forget Me Not, and the darker one with the pink and purple speckle is, I think this was a one of a kind, or maybe it was Rocker Chick, or maybe it was a one of a kind that was trying to be Rocker Chick. I'm not sure. Anyway, this one's definitely Forget Me Not, the light lavendery bluey color, which I want to appreciate for a second how I accidentally matched my nails to this project completely by accident.
You didn't plan that?
No, I didn't.
All right.
I set out to get a Halloween-y color, and this was like the best shade of purple that they had.
It works.
And then like the next day was clue 1. And I did not think about it at all. Anyway, I'm still not done clue 1.
Oh boy.
I don't know what it is about this project, but apparently I've spent so much time tinking this project, because I'll get like 3/4 of the way across the row and then realize that I've like purled instead of knit, or knit instead of purled, or that I did increases when I wasn't supposed to, or I did decreases when I wasn't supposed to.
You're just
so
having
time. I have probably tinked at least half of the amount that I've knit on this stupid project. Anyway, here's clue 1.
You got to get past clue 1.
I know, clue 1 is just killing me. But look at this. Look at how great this is. This was absolutely the right thing to use sparkle yarn for.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, it's just bright and bold, and like the colors are so bold you can't even tell it's sparkly right now.
No, yeah.
But the chevron stripies, and I really especially love these loopies that come up like giant knit stitches.
Yes. No, I think you totally have the right color combo. We just need to get you past clue 1.
Clue 1. I snort.
Snort.
Snort. Anyway, yeah, I'm on like repeat 3 of 11 of these. I know.
You need to
I was like, oh, I'm making such good progress. I was working on this yesterday, watching Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm making such good progress. And then I found out how many repeats I had to do. And I'm like, oh, it's 11. Oh. I'm sad.
Whoops.
So, yeah, this is gonna take me a minute. On the plus side, Monday and Tuesday this week, I just have an afternoon full of like meetings. 2 afternoons in a row full of meetings.
You can do some serious knitting.
I have 2 crafty afternoons of meetings at work, and I'm very excited about it.
That's great. That should help a bunch.
I hope so, because I would at least like to start clue 2 before clue 3 comes out.
Well, here's hoping clue 2 isn't too involved, because that sounds like a big clue 1. And he tends to give you little rest weeks when he can.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the clue 2 video yet. I haven't spoiled it for myself.
I have no idea. I'm not even
I
paying
haven't
attention
looked.
because I'm not doing it this year. So I look at all the pictures as they sort of scroll by, and I go, "Oh, love those colors. Oh, that looks so good," because it does. And then I move on with my day. If that makes any sense.
Totally does. I really hope I finish this like relatively on time. It's not going to be on time, but if I do it in like 6 weeks, that would still be amazing.
Yeah, you're doing it. I haven't even casted my Find Your Fate on, so I'm doing great.
But you only got like 2 weeks left.
Hello. It's going great, you guys.
So good. Anyway, so that's that one. That's what
Bogged
I've been
down at
working
work.
on.
Bogged down at work, I tell you.
At least that's all that I can talk about because obviously Advent crafting has been happening and yeah, can't talk about that
I am
because
up
my
to my
Advent buddy definitely watches.
yeah, yes, she does.
So can't talk about that crafting.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. In good news, I am so buried in work knitting that at least a lot of progress is happening there. Hey, listen, I'm rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, also seasonally appropriate for October. Really, when you think about it, totally seasonally appropriate for October, which is good. And by watch, I mean heavy air quotes, guys. I'm not actually watching, I'm listening more than watching at this point. And I'm in it for the puns. I'm in it for the puns and the really bad 90s one liners.
I am really feeling like I need to do a Buffy rewatch
Oh, yeah.
because it's been a few years.
Oh, yeah. The puns alone make it worthwhile. When the dead guy goes, well, you got a problem with dead people? Also, how many times did Xander actually save the world? Because I think it's a lot.
Don't know. I'm realizing I don't remember very much of what happens.
I think you need to rewatch.
I think I need to rewatch.
Which is helpful because I am working on the Spooky Vibes mini cowl. I call it the mini cowl because it's a single wrap cowl. My tester did the short version. I am doing the tall version, so I can show you guys. Hello, Phaedra. It's still not supper time. I know you've been asking since 11 this morning. Finish your lunch. Life of a cat. So I can show you guys the color work here.
Ooh, it's pretty.
It's turned out really well. Mr. B was quite surprised that I did this color work chart designing all on my own. I'm like, I can design things sometimes. My problem is, yes, quadruped, is that I did it because it looks good. I did it because it's good for the pattern, but we all know how much I struggle with 2x2 ribbing. And I made this a double thick cowl because I want everybody to use up their yarn and I want to be able to hide your floats, right? So I'm just about done the outside of the cowl. I'm just about got 2 inches of ribbing on either side of my color work. Obviously it's not washed and blocked, so like once it's washed and blocked, it's gonna be like this big. So I haven't done the important make it the right size step yet. And it's going to be a slightly snug cowl because it's just a tube you pull over your head. What I need to do is pull this back inside out because that's how I knit, is work on the inside of the cowl next, which is for me, once I've done this 2 inches of ribbing, 2 more inches of ribbing.
Woo!
Woo! Why? Because you're gonna do ribbing for the inside in your contrast color. And then you're just going to do plain stockinette stripes on the inside, all the way down your color work length. And then another 2 inches of ribbing. And then you're gonna, if you've done your provisional cast on, you can Kitchener stitch it closed. That doesn't work for me because of how I knit. I wrote the instructions for regular people, folks, not for the weird way I have to do things. And that's fine. What was I doing? Right. So once that's done, it's finished, and I'm on track for my yardage, for my yarn usage, but I do need to get it done and get this published. So that's a thing that's happening. But, since this only existed as ribbing last week, that's still 10 inches of color work netting in the round. At 100 plus stitches around. I'm figuring what yarns. Still a serious amount of knitting. It's still a serious amount of knitting. What? Hello. So, I have done that. That has been the big project this week. And that is my last project to talk about. Come here.
Hello, quadruped.
I've been cleaning and tidying things and prepping laundry to go out. So I, of course, am abandoning her forever.
Right.
Yeah, I take the garbage outside. I'm not abandoning you forever. I'm just taking the garbage outside. So that's the last of the stuff I worked on this week. If you throw yourself backwards, you're going to fall over because I don't have my hands in the right spot right now. That's it. I'm out of projects. I just have a cat now. Oh, okay.
I guess it's time for wool gathering.
Why are your
start
feet
with my
wet?
acquisitions?
Why are your feet wet? Yeah, start with your acquisitions.
Okay.
Or your non-scripted, scripted Patreon, whatever you want to start with. I now have wet feet.
Let's start with acquisitions. Okay. So 2-piece hooking. The lady is super sweet. What is her name? I'm Laura Swift.
Adrian.
What is her name?
Adrian?
Arlene?
Arlene? It's an A name.
Arlene Klein, says the ball band here.
Oh, good.
So you got your stuff last week.
I did.
My stuff took a minute.
Well, again, there's a difference going from Morden, Manitoba to Winnipeg, and like Morden, Manitoba to Waterloo.
Yeah. But she wrote this cute little note, and so she sent us additional hooks, and so I now have a fingering weight hook.
You don't fit.
Crinkle, crinkle. I got a, come on, focus. I have a Pac-Man ghosty, one of the little ghosties. I don't remember which one the blue one is. Inky, Blinky, Winky, or Clyde. I don't remember. I know those are the names.
I didn't even know they had names.
They have names. Inky, Winky, Blinky, and Clyde.
What?
I just don't remember which one the blue one is.
Well, I'm gonna be no help.
So, but not only did I get a cute little hook, but I got matching snips, Pac-Man themed snips.
As one should.
With a little video game controller progress keeper, which also matches my nails, coincidentally. The cute little stork snips.
Yeah.
Let's not stab myself. and she said yarn. So I have additional sparkly mohair in like a pastel rainbow.
You can tell she watches the podcast. She knows us very well.
Paisley's Rainbow, and it's got like a green sparkle to it. So that has to get used in something. And then there's a little poodle stitch marker attached to it. Progress keeper again, not stitch marker.
So good.
So she's wonderful. 2-piece hooking is great, and you should all go support her. Oh, she's also Remy's Rovings and Yarn. That's the yarn dyeing part of the business. So Remy's Roving and Yarn and 2-piece hooking. She is lovely. Go support her.
She's very lovely. And she nailed the gift packages really good.
It's so great. I squeed. I legitimately squeed. I stopped the middle of my workday and I'm like, I need to open this right now because I know what it is. Yeah. Mr. Diana's like, what are you squealing about?
Everybody can watch my overjoyed reaction because I opened up my package live on the internet on Louise's channel and got very excited for me.
Ooh, why do I have glue on my floor? I legitimately just swept this floor this morning. Literally this morning. How do I have crap on my floor? I swept it this morning.
I feel like I can't answer that question for you because that is the eternal question of all people who sweep their floors ever.
Like, what is this pile of dirt here? Oh, you know what? That's the pile of dirt that I forgot to sweep up after. Because that's why I swept 2 piles and I only cleaned up 1 pile. That's the second pile that I forgot about. Maybe that's why I have crap on my floor, because I forgot to finish sweeping. Oops.
I need to sweep that up once I'm done.
I'm an adult. I'm such an
Oops. Lord. Oh.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing after this.
Oh. Ooh, this is my last round of this color of ribbing. Then I can change to a second color of ribbing. Great. It's great, guys. Great, you guys. All right. I don't know where you'd like to go from here. Ooh, I know what we need to do. I
need my word for the unscripted Patreon ad.
I need to get you your word.
What's the word of the day that I must work seamlessly into the Patreon ad, which I only have about a 2/3 success rate on?
Hey, listen, that's not a any sort of success rate to scoff at. Ooh, this one should be good. Alarm.
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 Okay. Well, if you would like
I named
to
a Buffy episode that Mr. B didn't remember offhand.
Ooh,
feeling
that's impressive.
superior, guys. Feeling superior.
Yeah, it's always impressive when you can beat a nerd's encyclopedic knowledge of something.
He owns the boxed set.
Whoa.
I don't know if he's ever
nerd.
watched it. You know your brother-in-law. The cell phone he has is his very first cell phone, and he's only had it for 3 or 4 years now.
I know. What was I doing? Oh yeah, okay. Patreon ad.
You were.
If you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you may do so at patreon.com/northernitspodcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server, where we are active at all hours of the day and the night, cheering each other on for finishing things and heavily enabling each other into buying all the things, starting all the things, and generally not finishing the things. At the higher tiers of support, we do a monthly e-knit-in, so set your alarm for this Saturday, October the 22nd. I was doing so well. At noon Manitoba time.
Give up.
What else? There's movies. We do movie days, and we do lots of stuff. So check it out. Patreon.com/northernitspodcast.
It's true, we do. As always, we super understand that budgets are a real life thing. If you cannot financially support us, liking, subscribing, commenting, and interacting with us here and on other social media platforms is a great way, not only to get to know us, let us get to know you guys, but also enable us into new projects, which is something we dearly enjoy having done to us at all times. We do it to each other.
This project, this Twists and Turns MCAL that I'm totally not doing.
That is not a scratching post.
It is now.
Good thing your nails got trimmed. You're rolling around on the floor acting cute, so I could get you in trouble.
They know if they're cute, they get in less trouble.
No, she still gets in trouble. But her nails were literally trimmed this week, so at least she's not damaging anything too much. I interrupted you. I apologize. I went into complete cat mom mode.
I think I was done.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, guys. Oh yeah, sure. Live my phone now. We have a couple of live things coming up. This coming Thursday, which for you guys is tomorrow, is the mid-month motivation check-in with me and Louise. That'll be on her channel, Wildflower Wool, where we literally sit down and chat and reveal no details about our secret craft-off knitting, because it's a secret. And we thought initially we'd have to have topics. No, a topic just sort of comes out of the ether every time we do that. So it's just sort of a nice live Thursday night knit night, chill and knit and ask questions and get help and motivate everybody to keep working on things. So I'm very excited. very happy. Can't wait. It's always a good time chatting with Louise. The weirdest stuff happens. It's delightful. What else we got that's coming up live? We've got our live monthly check-in, which is the first Sunday of the month, which I believe is the
sixth
or seventh.
It's the 6th of November, says
okay.
my notes.
Okay.
That might be daylight savings day.
That's fine. Everybody has clocks, and almost everybody uses their phone, so your phone will automatically update to where you guys are.
I think daylight savings doesn't necessarily happen at the same time in every country, though.
No, in Canada and the US we're together, but European countries are different. Their daylight savings time starts and ends on different dates.
So I will put up the reminder on YouTube, and then you can just get notified for that. It's probably the easiest way.
Possible, yeah. Yeah, just do it. Set up for a reminder for the live, so that'll work easier for a lot of people. As I know for me, it doesn't change anything for me outside of knowing when I can call my mom. Because for half the year I'm on Saskatchewan time, and for half the year I'm an hour ahead of Saskatchewan time. So I'm about to go back to Saskatchewan time. But because every other province or territory or state that I deal with does daylight savings time, or is like in Europe, and I have to look it up every time anyway, also change on the same day. The hour differential never changes. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So from daylight savings time to not daylight savings time is irrelevant. Diana is still an hour ahead of me.
Yes.
So the only person I have to pay attention to about that on this continent are places that don't do daylight savings time, and there's not a lot of them over here. Then again, if I'm looking up for people who live outside this country, I'm looking up your time zone anyway. I don't remember. I have a hard enough time with time zones in my own country, never mind outside my own country.
Yeah.
Absolutely will be looking. So.
Working remote has made me really good at time zone math.
My
team is everywhere from West Coast North America through to Germany.
Yep.
So I'm really good at all the time zones now.
You would have to be. I really don't need to be. I do need to learn how to count to 2, though. So.
Well, that's just an impossible task. We know that.
It really is. I don't think we have much else on the plate. Oh, you know what we do have on the plate upcoming? That we can start getting excited about?
Oh,
the Edmonton Fibre Frolic.
The Edmonton Fibre Frolic. I must remember to add that to my notes so that
because that's the weekend of the 11th, 12th.
Yeah, the 11th is the Friday, so it's the 12th and 13th. Somewhere in Edmonton. I don't actually know where. I have a flight to Edmonton. I don't know where I'm going after that. I'm going to show up at the airport on Friday, and I really hope I know where I'm supposed to go after that.
Spoiler alert, you're going to find both of us at the Edmonton Fibre Frolic this time around. And in theory, before November the 11th, I'll let Diana know where her hotel is and where she's going. Look it up on the social media. They have an Instagram. They have the stuff. The tickets just went on sale for everybody. So we're very excited. We're going to be in and out of Fireweed Fibre Co.'s booth because that's our booth. That's our errand. And as you can tell, we love our errand. So we're super excited.
Everybody get you an errand.
Everybody get you an errand. We're super excited to go, and we hope to meet a whole bunch of people and say hi. Because, boy, it's really nice to meet people in person and say hi.
Gosh, it's nice.
So
it's
good.
So fun.
So good. It's going to be a girls' weekend. Super excited.
It's going to be great. I come in straight from a work thing.
Yep.
With a bunch of boys straight into a fibery girls' weekend, like high-tech boys' week. Fibery girls' weekend. Just 180.
Not entirely sure which group is going to have dirtier jokes. It might be us.
Probably the girls' weekend, just because it's a work thing.
Yeah, probably.
And
so
they're reasonably professional.
There's that. Do we know what we're doing? We're at the festival. No, we don't have plans, guys. We're not really into plans. It's not a thing that we do.
We will be there. We will buy things.
We will buy things. We will chat and visit with people. If there any interest is expressed, we'll do like an official meetup if anybody wants to do that. Otherwise, we will literally be around the whole festival. It's not hard to spot or find us. Diana tends to try to wear things that I can spot her in.
Try to be somewhat brightly colored, or at least have a shiny backpack.
Yep. And really, I'm a blind lady at a fibre festival. I tend to stand out a little. I got a cane. It's a thing. It is. There's not a ton of us wandering around the fibre festivals these days with seeing
Fair,
ice sticks. I know we're out there, but we're not always at the events. That's super fair. So I think that's it really for the big news and stuff that we've got going on. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I think that's it for upcoming things.
Ah, sweet. We covered it all then. Beautiful.
I think we might have actually been succinct today.
What?
Who are we?
That's not cool. No, it's, you know what it is? The back of my brain. My brain's going, your parents are coming and you finish cleaning your house.
Yeah, same. We're only succinct when there's something coming after.
Cool. In which case, I'm going to let everybody else go so I can continue to objectively stress for no particular reason. So
I finished the strip. I finished
Oh,
the strip.
good. You can start going up the wall now.
Yeah, I
I'll be
can.
back in case maybe. So until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to
Don't forget to knit.